everyone. This is TC Hiker coming to you from the Catskills. Today we're going to be hiking a segment of the infamous Devil's Path. We're going to be doing about 9 miles of the trail, passing over both the summit of Catskill Mountain and its surrounding ridge, and also Southwest Hunter Mountain. So it is a beautiful October morning here in the Catskills. Peak foliage is here, and what better way to experience it by going for a hike. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. And yeah, should be a fun day. Hopefully nothing too arduous. Western section is supposed to be much less steep and technical compared to the eastern half. First mile and a half of this trail is a pretty typical Catskills kind of trail. Goes through one of the many V-shaped notches in the region. Lots of sedimentary rock strewn about the trail. And eventually you'll get to this sort of height of land here in Mink Hollow, which is actually one of 2 notches that are named as such on the Devil's Path. Second one is a bit further east of here. But that's when you know you'll start climbing out of the notch. There'll also be a sign marked over there just to turn left towards Catskill Mountain. You can see over on the other side up towards the summit of North Dome and Mount Sherrill just past there. This is where you'd also start the bushwhack up those 2 summits, which are both on the 3,500 foot list in the Catskills. Not doing those today, but maybe in the future. But yeah, we're gonna start climbing 3 miles to the summit of Catskill Mountain. And we have made it to the summit of Catskill Mountain, 3,890 feet. Another summit on the Catskill 3,500 foot list. So as you can tell, not much of a view from here, just sort of a nice mossy boreal forest that the upper elevations of the Catskills is well known for. But there is a lookout just past the summit, following the trail eastbound. Supposedly one of the best lookouts in the Catskills, so pretty excited for that. So just heading less than 1/10 of a mile down from the summit, you'll get to the Buck Ridge lookout. Get ready for it. Boom! That is a nice view. You can see all the northern Catskills over here. You got the Black Dome Range over there with its characteristic boreal caps at the summit there. Just in front of us, you got the Hunter Mountain Fire Tower and the plateau that is Southwest Hunter Mountain. We'll be going there later today. And at this angle, you can see some of the southern Catskills looking down there towards Mount Tremper, Phoenicia, I don't think Slide Mountain is quite visible from over here, but you can see out towards the Ashokan Reservoir and where some of those peaks are. But yeah, pretty nice view over here. But essentially we'll be going over this little bump here, then down, down there to Diamond Notch, at which point we'll climb back up to that other ridgeline and traverse that plateau over to Southwest Hunter, and that's where we'll end off this segment of the trail. After finishing the descent from Westkill Mountain, you'll pass through a scenic area called Diamond Notch, crossing over a wooden footbridge next to the iconic Diamond Notch Falls before beginning the ascent towards Southwest Hunter Mountain. Good portion of the climb going east from Diamond Notch has just kind of looked like this. Just very steady, almost like a gravel road, just angled at a 25 to 30% grade. But very steady, nothing too steep, but like most other sections of the Devil's Path, doesn't really give you a break from climbing, so you really gotta cherish those flat sections where they occur, because they are few and far between. But we are almost up to the ridgeline, where there will be another pretty spectacular viewpoint called Geiger Point, so hopefully views up there will make this climb all worthwhile. Here is the turnoff for Southwest Hunter Mountain. You can see the Devil's Path keeps going straight that way, but you'll just make a sharp right turn here. This is a herd path, so it's not marked, but it is pretty well worn because it does go to one of the high peaks. Yeah, so just a little detour. It's not part of the official Devil's Path, but since it's on the 3,500 footer list, thought I'd just check it off since I'm up here. But I think for the most part, it's just a nice walk along this plateau here. And we have arrived at the summit of Southwest Hunter Mountain. The way you know is that you'll see the canister attached to the tree here and a big clearing. So the herd path, nothing too out of the ordinary, pretty flat for the most part, and then just a short climb up to the official summit. So if you are an aspiring 3,500 foot lists participant here, good idea to sign the canister, so the Catskill 3,500 Club has a record of your ascent. But yeah, nothing too much to see here. We're going to turn around now and head back to the main trail, and I'll see you all over there. Now approaching the main trail again from the herd path, and I think this is where I'm going to end it off for today for this segment of the Devil's Path. You could obviously keep going down the trail towards the east and tackle the craziness that is Plateau, Sugarloaf, Twin Mountain, Indian Head, all of that. I've already done that, so I'm not going to cover it today. But stay tuned for final stats and a recap of the hike. So that's a wrap for this western section of the Devil's Path here in the Catskill Park of upstate New York. I really enjoyed this hike, not only since it's part of such a well-known and respected trail, but also because it travels through one of the more remote sections of the Catskill Forest Preserve. The Hunter Westkill Wilderness has some pretty intriguing features to it that not many people visit. So it's great to see all of those from the expansive vistas on this trail. So in terms of stats, it depends on how you tackle this trail. You can see I do sort of an out and back format, opting to take the road back as opposed to going over Westkill Mountain for the return leg. But for this specific trip, it was just over 16 miles with about 4,500 feet of elevation gain. Of course, there are many other potential options for tackling this section of trail, such as doing a point-to-point from the west end at Spruceton to the Devil's Tombstone Campground, or of course hiking the entire trail from the Predator Road end to the west end at Spruceton. But that is all I have for you all today. If you enjoyed this hike and want to check it out in person, I will include a link to an all trails map in the description that will have various waypoints along the routes that you can reference that you saw in today's video. And I will also eventually update my website with a written description of this route. So thank you all so much for sticking through all the way till the end, and I will see you all in the next one.